Okay, I think we're good. Well, let's go ahead and turn the game capture audio back on. And turn on our headset too. I mean, put on a headset, yeah. Yeah, the music there is pretty good, actually. Anyway, though. Oh, let me turn the track on, too. Alright. We're all good. We're all good. Anyway, though. Terence, everyone. This is Terence here. I am an idol in trading, hoping to bring smiles, laughter, and joy to everyone around the world. Also while playing games and doing fun activities. And of course, today's game we're playing is a game called Game Builder Garage. Oh, you trip up on your words. A little bit too much there. That's okay, though. That's okay. But basically what this is, it's a game that pretty much teaches you about programming. Oh yeah, this is where I left off on the thing. And apparently we'll have to work our way to these things too. And then eventually they'll throw a 3D game at us. Although I can probably tell you that some of these lessons can be pretty long. But I'll go ahead and do this one for you guys. Do. Yeah, I can't grab the frickin' apple. Hey, it looks like you need some help. What's with that weird look? Oh, yeah. Yeah, talking dog. Kind of strange. Got it. Oh, let me get the fan on me, because for some reason it is hot as hell here. Okay, we got some air now. We got some beautiful, beautiful air. And yeah, we'll go ahead and continue reading. I should introduce myself. You can call me Bob. Glad that's out of the way. Let me just say I understand your frustration. You can't finish this simple game, right? You can't jump by pressing B, so you can't reach the apple. But there's a good reason for all that. You see, the thing is, the game is still under construction. Well, technically your game might be a mini-game if that's all there is to your game, though. The way it is now, you'll never beat the game, no matter how many times you try to jump. In situations like this, I say, don't get mad, get programming. But I'm getting ahead of myself. We need to do a deep dive into this game to wrap things up. We need to peek behind the curtains, so to speak. So, why don't we do that right now? Could you press this? Oh. This button? Okay. Oh, if it isn't Bob. Good to see you, dear. Oh, that's the camera guy. Hey, Bob. Woohoo! Hi, Bob, boing. You have to end your sentences with boing every time, though. Welcome to the inside of the game, Terence. Yeah, nice to be here. So, you want to know about our friends here? These beings are called Nodon. There are all kinds of different Nodon living inside your Nintendo Switch console. If you call up Nodon on this here program screen, then connect them together, and pow, you're actually altering the game's programming. Okay. This place where we use Nodon to do programming is a nifty little name. It's called the Game Builder Garage. Or maybe something like the Game Builder Garage. Yeah, is that better for you? To make it sound more exciting? Are we excited to program a game now, chat? Are we excited to actually program a game together? Although we're still in kind of the tutorial stages, though. That little fragment of a game you played earlier was programmed in the Game Builder Garage. But let's get down to business. We'll use the Game Builder Garage to finish the game. What's with the blank look, Terence? You're going to use programming to finish building this game. It's not as daunting as it might sound. All we have to do is make it so pressing B lets you jump. See the output port on this button Nodon? Just connect it to the jump port of the person Nodon, aka the little stick boy or robot cube boy. Hey yo, I'm button Nodon. I know exactly what you're gonna do. You're gonna push the button like pow. I'm kind of a genius about stuff like this. I mean, that's literally what you're programmed to do, my guy. Of course you're gonna know. You're gonna know that. Hi there, I'm the person Nodon. Nice to meet you. You saw the little character on the game screen, right? I put that character there to help it move it around. Now hold down on the cursor to the left the way I show you. Then we can make the connection. Yep. And presto, we made it so pressing B makes the character jump. Now we should be able to complete the game. Why don't we head back to the game screen and give it a try? Yep, sounds good. Yep, and B to jump. I notice that the jump barely steers. Like if you run too fast, you can barely steer it. Yeah, okay. Jumping has a bit of awkwardness, but it's not unbeatable, though. You did it! Great job! You got to finish building a game with a bit of programming. Well, why don't we pop back into this program screen? So, what do you think? Is it fun learning how to program? It's fun learning how to program a game, right? Yeah. Especially if it's this simplistic. Which, for those of you who don't know, the Nintendo Switch does actually have eShop games that lets you program games by using computer code and such. Oh, you know what? I need to turn off my Apple TV. Okay, I'm back. Actually, I think you might have a real knack for this, Terence. Oh, you think so? You think an idol like me can make a game and practically perform concerts at the same time? Or maybe, or by concert, I mean maybe do karaoke. Although that'd be one heck of a thing. Be a talent to flex too. Hey, not only can I sing and dance, but I can also fucking make a game. I can also program a video game. Wouldn't you say that's a pretty good skill to flex, chat? I think it would be. How about it? Do you want to program some more games? If you do, maybe you'd be interested in your new pal Bob's interactive lessons. Like just now, you've gone through programming all kinds of games with me as your guide. And at the end, you'll have what you need to make your own game all by yourself. So how about it? You feel like taking some of Bob's patented interactive lessons? Sure. Perfect. In that case, I've got an awesome bunch of games for you. Let's take a look. Oh yeah, there's also a checkpoint here too. Make the person jump. And here's one of the war and death ones. Terence, welcome to the puzzles. Here's where I'll be putting you through your paces with some puzzles to make sure you grasp the basics of Game Builder Garage. To clear the puzzle, you need to make the person collect the apple. How are you going to get it, I wonder? As things are, there's nothing you can do to make the person move. You need to make a change if you want to get that apple. In fact, you'll need to do some programming all by yourself. Okay, go to the program screen. Keep in mind, you can't just enter whatever you feel like in the puzzles. The only way you're permitted to solve this particular problem is by connecting the button node on the person node on. So how do you think you can help the person get the apple? When you think you made the necessary change, head over to the game screen to test it out. Okay, simple enough. If it doesn't work, just head back to the program screen and try again. Okay, give it your best shot. Yeah, obvious. Like, what other button was I gonna use? Oh, crap, Okay, and... Yeah, I already got your puzzle solved. And there we have Alice's guide. For some of the other things. To understand things more in depth here. Which, I think we were working on Tag Showdown here. Oh yeah, we were reaching the end of our lesson here. In fact, let's start from the beginning. For you guys. Hey, Terence. I'm so glad you made it. Welcome to the interactive lessons. Just in case you forgot, I'm Bob. And I can't wait to start working with you. Yeah, I can't wait to start working with me either. Well, it's a day to remember because you're going to make your very first game. Tag Showdown. There we go. And that's how the game is played. The little person, the little robots will walk into each other, and they'll die. And the last man standing wins. In this game, a tagger will chase after a runner while dodging a torrent of rolling balls. Sounds fun already, right? That just sounds pretty basic. But it's not too bad, I guess. I imagine some people might have already made a fighting game on here too. And this thrilling game will be played out here, right on this game screen. Of course, you can't play anything just yet. I mean, you haven't even programmed the game yet. For now on, the programming that you do on the program screen will be reflected right here on the game screen. Without further ado, let's head over to the program screen and start programming our game. Yeah, I know. Press the plus button. Welcome to the program screen. This is where you'll call up a no-gun and program your game. First, let's get out the player character up and running. First, we need to call a person node on. Select objects, then characters, then person, finally select person. Hello peeps, I'm the person node on. Yep, you're the toy little blog. Person node on. Nice to see you, Terence. Now the programming starts. Yeah, great stuff. Time for me to step into the limelight, peeps. Okay, so what happens after we place the person node on? Let's take a look at the game screen and find out. Press this button to switch to game screen. Yep, he's on the screen. And here's our person on our blank empty game screen. Putting the person node on the program screen makes the person appear on the game screen. Clear enough, right? Yeah, it's like two interconnected worlds. Next up, we want to be able to control our player using the controller. Try moving the person with left to right. Yeah, it's not moving. Yeah. As you can see, the person isn't moving at all. This is where programming comes in. Let's get our player character mobile. We can take care of that now. Let's arrange for our buddy here to move with left stick. If we want to move the player with the left stick, then we need to call the stick node on. Go to input. So now select stick movement. L. And select left and right. Boing! Stick node on. You're Terence, right? I bet you can't wait to move around that control. Can't wait to move that control stick around. Yeah, I'm kind of already moving it now, too. Yeah, as you can see, I'm wiggling in front of your face. You look at you. You are getting very sleepy, no dawn. You are getting very sleepy. But okay, joking around aside. We'll link you up to left and right. Like you're gonna tell us. Hey, Sticky, time to do what you do best. Sending over the output from the control stick. Boing! Yeah, I'm moving. I do kind of like the designs of these guys, too. It's very simple and basic. Bravo! You're damn right, Bravo is quite a nice name for it. Now, with that covered, we can move on to something else. Wouldn't it be good if the person could jump when a button is pressed? Let's get jumping with B. First, move the stick over to the blue frame. Yep. Then select input. Then button press. Finally, select B. Yo. Button node on. Call me button node on. I'm your button bashing buddy. That could be taken a little bit out of context there, my friend, so I would watch my phrasing if I were you. If it ain't my pal Terence. We just met like the last tutorial ago. If buttons are getting bashed, I got it covered. Bump, bump, bump. Okay, move you over there. And there we go. And we'll stick this wire to you like we're sticking a patient on life support. If this button gets bashed, you can be sure I'll let you know. Thanks, bud. Yep. Gee. Yee. Look how floaty I am. Floaty jump. Floaty jump. Yeah, I'm moving. I'm so happy I can move. Yeah. 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 Hey, move a little stiff there, buddy. When you're done testing, head over back to the program screen. Okay, guess what? You cleared step 1. Good job, peeps. Great job, buddy. Bravo. Boing, bravo. In this step, we made it possible to move the character with the person with the controller. In the next step, we'll get ready to build a level. Build the level for our game of tag. Oh yeah, out of curiosity, chap, what would you say your favorite game genres are? If anyone's actually watching or is not too shy to answer the question. What would you say your favorite game genres are? And I think it's a good topic to bring up since we are playing a game about game programming, so we can talk about it. Making the floor and walls, making the tagger. Okay. Okay. Making the floor and walls. Welcome again, Terence. Let's get right back to our game attack. But first, let's have a little look back at what we've already done. Yep. Last lesson, we learned how to move our player. This time around, we'll be building floors and walls that set the stage for our little game attack. Over to the program screen we go. We'll be making floor and walls, but first, we're gonna need to decide where we're going to put the entire level. How about up this space up here? That should do. I'm glad that's settled. Now we need to make sure this area is shown on the game screen. But if we're gonna do that, we need to help with the game screen node on. Built-in objects. Select game screen / camera. And now game screen. Hello, darlings. I must say you're looking radiant today. Game screen node on. Oh, you must be Terence. Everyone's saying you're the next big thing. Who's actually saying that, because this is literally just the first game we're making. With you at the helm, this is going to be a simply stunning production. We're sure to rise to the very top, darling. Are you trying to flirt with me by constantly calling me darling? I mean, I'm not opposed to flirting, but, couldn't we have just waited that out a little bit more? If we make use of the game screen node on, we can determine which part of the program screen will be reflected on the game screen. I couldn't have said it better myself, darling. Whatever I frame will appear vividly and thrillingly on the game screen. Let's make this game screen node on a little bigger. Yep, and then we expand your size. Now let's take a look. I think you'll notice our player character is nowhere to be seen. You see, over the program screen, the person node on isn't surrounded by the game screen node on. Yep. Okay, let's move the person node on. I mean, we can also just move the damn game screen into the game screen a little lower down. Wonderful. Now the person's in the limelight. The camera loves you, darling. Yeah, I'm an idol after all. The cameras always love idols. Be sure to get my good side. Yeah, you got that right. You're going to be looking beautiful. We're going to be putting you on magazines, and Nintendo Power's going to cover the game too. Not that I read Nintendo Power magazine anymore, but they used to have some pretty good stuff on there. It's been a while since I've read any game magazines. I wonder if they're still a thing. It'd be a shame that they're not, though. Ow! Look, now we can see what's reflected on the screen. Yikes, but not for long. But anyhow, now we know whatever is surrounded. Okay. Okay, boy. Get your things given. You're not that tired. But anyhow, now that we know that whatever is surrounded by the game screen node on the program screen will be reflected on the game screen, like you just saw. But we're not in great shape if our character can't stay on the screen. The obvious solution is a floor, of course. Well, of course, we need an object node on to make the floor. Go to Objects. Go to Simple Objects. Lastly, select Box. Hey yo, my name is Object Node On. Object Node On. True to their nature, object node-ons are node-ons that make objects appear in the game screen. Well, he's not wrong. Drop the object underneath the person node on. Okay, to the game screen. Oh, sorry, I should mention that. With nothing to keep them up, objects just drop right off out of the game screen. Let's head back to the program screen and fix it so that the object doesn't fall out. First, select the object node on. Open the settings icon with this. And the settings on screen can make all kinds of changes to a node on. We need to adjust the properties settings to fix it so that the object doesn't fall anymore. Now disable options movable, destructive, and destructible and destructive. Okay. And head over to the game screen. Perfect, the object is staying where it should. The person isn't falling off the screen either. Though I'm not sure if that floor is big enough. I bet the person just feels a little uneasy there. Let's head back to the program screen so we can adjust the size. Select the object node on. Then drag this icon here. Perfect. Yep, it's way ahead of you. Now the player won't fall off quite so easily now. But the floor is doing its thing, but its color is kind of plain, right? Let's see if we can change the color too. To the program screen. Select the object node on. Open up settings. Now choose a color. Here's where you'll be able to select the color of your object. Let's try making it brown. Now close the settings screen. And now the floor is brown. Awesome! Well, the floor is all taken care of. But if the player goes past the edge, it'll just fall off again. Perhaps some walls will make this level a little safer. Back to the program screen. Just like with the floor, we'll need to make use of object node on to create walls. Calling up more object node ons, changing the stream, changing the settings again sounds like hard work, right? So let's save ourselves some work and just copy the floor to make walls. And then copy. That can be a wall, no problem. And we copied the object node on. And yep. Okay, there we go. And then we gotta reshape you. Now make a copy of you. And the same thing. And ta-da! Our walls are complete. To the game screen. You behold some nice, safe brown walls. Ugh. Yep, they're pretty safe, all right. No need to worry about our player falling into the abyss now. Let's head back to the program screen. Let's see. Yes. I hereby declare step 2 complete. Good job, darling. Hey, well done. Good. Yep, good for you. Great work. In this step, we added the floor and some walls. In the next stage, we'll add some platforms to complete the level. Bye for now. See you again in step 3. Okay, let's make these platforms. And there you are. Yeah, we're just gonna speed run through these. So, chat, are most of you kind of grasping what this game is? If you're not, we're probably gonna have to do some reviewing for you. But before we begin, I gotta go to an idol meeting, so I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. And I brought a drink with me. Hopefully I wasn't going too long. And there you are. Okay, time to continue our program with our game of tag. Last time we made the floor and the walls. Could you try moving the player character with L and B? Yeah, we obviously got that. In step 3, we're going to make exciting changes to the level's environment. Yep. But does this place seem a little small for a game of tag, maybe? You could fiddle around with the walls and floor to make them a bit bigger. Or you could just simply make the person smaller. This will have the same effect as making the level bigger. Program screen, let's go! Select the person node on. And fit it into the blue frame. And that's how you make the person node on smaller. But what happened to our character over the game screen? Tune in and find out next time on Dragon Ball or Game Builder Garage. And as you might have guessed it, it shrank in size. Yeah, that was pretty obvious. And it has a lot more space to move around, right? Yep, it does. Looks like we're all set to continue building our level. Back to the program screen. This is where we liven things up by placing a whole bunch of platforms. Start by selecting the object node on that's making our floor. And copy it. Oh yeah, now we're just copy and pasting stuff now, okay. And then place you over here. Hop on me all you want, I won't break. Yep. Now we're on top of the platform. Yeah. Platform! Yay! Yay! Platform! I finally have some elevation! Yeah! Yeah! Yay for elevation, right? And we're going to make a bunch more just like this one. Then that's a program screen. I know you're ready to try making a sloping platform. Start by selecting the object node on. And make a copy. Then take the copy over to the blue frame. You'll need to make it a bit smaller. Let's rotate it so it's on an angle. Oh well, I gone on sidewise-y. I gone on sidey-wise. Cool. Let's make another one just like that, but over to the opposite side. Select this node on. And copy. And then put you over here. Yep. Just drag and drop things too. Make it a bit smaller. There we go. Perfect fit. It's like a inverse version of a big battlefield in Super Smash Bros. Let's see what's changed on the game screen. Now we have 2 sloping platforms. Things are going great so far. But we still have a few more platforms to create. Now let's add some slopes into the bottom corners. Select the object node on. Yep, come on, select them, game. And copy. I mean, do you really need to add extra platforms there? And rotate it like so. Nice. Very nice. One more time, and you guessed it, copy. I can see your patterns coming from a mile away, Bob. Also, I'm doing all this with the Pro Controller, though, to chat. Oh, okay, so... we add, like, little curves to this platform here. Okay. Huh, that's pretty nice. Select the object node on in the middle. And copy it. And there we go. And let's make it a bit smaller. Here we go. Next, we'll add some platforms on either side. Copy the object node on. And copy. And drag you over here. There we go, folks. We are programming like a pro. Well, not really. But it's just the beginning stages, chat. So yeah, if you do want to get into game development, I think this game is a decent first step to it. Although pretty much what you're going to be developing is like little mini games inside Nintendo's little engine, Joe. Now let's see how things are looking on the game screen. Wow, this is looking pretty great. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I mean, I'm kind of already doing that. Yeesh. And here we go. And yeesh. Yeah. Just think of all the action-packed, pulse-pounding game that's a tag in store for you. I can hardly wait. Once you're done checking that out, head back to the program screen. And with that, step 3 is complete. Awesome. Nice work, kid. Yeah, cool level. So in this stage, we added some platforms to complete the level. Buckle up because the next step will be coming to a real turning point. Our game Attack is about to become a 2-player game. Although I have to admit, kinda having a multiplayer game to be your very first game is a little too ambitious. Especially if it's the first time making a game. And especially you're probably also gonna have to figure out how to put online play into it as well. And then create all kinds of modes for it too. Also, I like how our button buttons are so far off the screen to the point where they're barely noticeable. See you in the next step. Making the tag order. Great to see you again. We're already halfway through programming our game Attack. You're sipping through this stuff. Had a little allergy. Allergy ASMR for you guys. Oh, I didn't even retweet about the things. Yeah, I'll go ahead and do that. Oh yeah, we'll go ahead and retweet this. Also, I'll probably go as far as say, for anyone who's Japanese and watching, Irashai. Irashai minasan. Watashi no Terence channel no streamer desu. Vtuber desu. Soshite idol no shugyo desu. Minasan yoroshiku onegaishimasu. 私のゲーム配信のやっていても終えます。And そしてゲーム today is Game Builder Garage. Oh yeah, I'll go ahead. Program. And the game we're playing is about game programming. And we'll copy that. And then we'll do the same thing on our sky that is blue, aka blue sky thingamajig. Okay, these. Okay, quote post. And because we're lazy, we can copy and paste it. Oh yeah, what was that post about? Alright, okay. Alright, Dean. Okay, we're all done with the tweets, so let's get back to the game. In this step, we're gonna create a second person to act as Tagger. Wait, you're gonna name him Tagger? I mean, we're not gonna give him an official name, we're just gonna call him Tagger? That would be kind of an interesting name to give somebody. Maybe we could call him Tagger Wilson or something. Tagger Johnson. And then we'll have a real deal bona fide two-player game. Yep. Last time we added some interesting touches to our level. Let's wrap up by moving the player character around the level a little bit using left stick and B. You. Imagine what it will be like if the Tagger chasing the player. I get chills. Yeah, it is pretty exciting, isn't it? It'll be like Super Smash Brothers. Instead of smashing each other, we just bump into each other. Now let's go create a Tagger over to the program screen. But before we make our Tagger, let's adjust the position of the person a bit. Okay. It's a good idea to move the other node-ons attached to the person too. It'll make things easier to understand. Oh yeah, just for the player 1 and player 2 thing. Just to try to have them on the left and right side so they're easier to understand. I can understand that, just to keep things symmetrical a little bit. I get you, Gabe. As you can see, the players move from the middle onto the right side. Okay, those preparations are done. Let's head over to the program screen and create a Tagger to chase after our player. We can use another person node on for our Tagger. Select the person node on and copy it. Hello, peeps. How can I help? Ha ha ha, you can count on me. I'm a reliable person node on. Yep. Okay, let's see how things are looking. Yep. Now we have 2 characters. Yeah. Hey, Dweeb, how's it going? Yeah, go on. Yeah. Hey, buddy, you want to be my friend? You want to be my friend? Huh? 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 I think we're friends. Well, of course he isn't moving. I guess it's not that surprising. We still need to do the necessary program to control the second person. There we go. Now that we have 2 characters, we need to figure out how each one will be controlled. Since this is a 2-player game, we need to have 2 players controlling one person at the same time. Controlling one person with the left Joy-Con while the other ones with the right would be ideal. Let's arrange that so that the Tagger on the left-hand side moves with the left stick and jumps without. And for the runner, on the right-hand side, let's control them with the right stick and the R thumper. Now that we've got a plan, we can program the controls. Let's start with the Tagger. First, we'll call a stick node on. Select the input, stick movement, left and right, boing. More control stick wiggling, eh? Bring it on! There we go. and link to the person's node on. Good to be collaborating with you, Sticky. Boy, looking forward to it. Now we can call up another button node on. Select input. Button press. Select L. Yo, good to be here. Oh, I just know you want to mash that L like there's no tomorrow. I would smash, smash, smash. I mean, aren't you getting a little too horny? Me there, Mr. Button Guy? And hello, Crooked Gamer, welcome to the stream. We're playing some Game Builder Garage and learning about game programming. In the most simplest form ever. And then connect the button to Node On's jump. And jump, right? Okay, the tagger's now ready to receive controls. Next, to change the controls to the runner. Let's program the node on so that our run. Oh, yep, are you familiar with Game Builder Garage, by the way? Let's program the node on so that our runner moves with the right stick and R. Okay, sounds good. Select the stick node on. Open the setting screens. Select right stick. Yep. Now close the setting screen. And with that, you now controls with the right stick instead of the left stick. Yeah, I know. And then select the button node on. Then go to the settings screens and disable B. And let's enable it to the R. Now you'll be able to jump with R. Close the game screen settings. Yeah! Get me. And now we're controlling two characters with one controller. Excellent. Damn right it's excellent. Let's try the runner. I'm way ahead of you, Bob. I'm way ahead of you. Now we're cooking. That's right, we are cooking up a gourmet meal with this game. I never played it, but I'm betting this is basically you make your own game sort of game, aka sandbox game, which I'm not so creative in. Yeah. Although this is technically more about game programming more than sandbox stuff, though. But yeah, you're pretty close to what it is. Now we're cooking. Now we can control our runner and tag her separately. Although I think the problem is, Mr. Bob, is that they're both the same color, so it's a little bit hard to get some distinction in here. Yep, just as I said, I spoke that to the universe. Let's add that to the program screen and see if we can make them a little easier to tell apart. Yeah, we don't need any Siamese twins in here, in our game. Or albino twins. Select the person node on. Yep. Go to the settings. Change the color. Let's make you tagger red. Close the game screen. Also, would have been nice if the node on's color also changed as well. Well, to make it a little bit easier to tell, too. And light blue. I mean, what's wrong with regular blue? Okay, whatever game. And there we go. The classic red versus blue, folks. The battle between good or evil. Life and death. Water and fire, and ruby and sapphire. The game of tag to decide all the fate of reality. Now we could easily tell the tagger and runner apart. That's great. Can we make it even better? It's a game of tag, so we should make it so something happens when the tagger catches the runner. Yeah, nothing's happening, bye. But that's understandable. We want something to happen. We'll need to do some programming first, right? Right. Let's make it so that the runner is destroyed when they collide with tagger. To the program screen! And in the settings, enable destructive. Close the game screen. Now select runners. Option. Indestructible. Close the game screen. Now if the tagger comes in contact with the runner will be smashed to smithereens. Can't wait to test it out on the game screen. Let's go! Okay. Yeah, I know. I'm running for you, tagger. Boom! Get wrecked! If the runner breaks, that means the tagger caught the runner. In other words, the tagger won. Our game is now a true two-player game. Wahoo! If you caught the runner and want to play again, press the retry button. Or hold it. That way you can start the game again from the beginning. If you tested that out enough, head back to the program screen. Well, before we do that, wanted to wreck him again. There we go. And we're gonna do it again. I said we're gonna do it again. Here, come here. Come here, boy. No, don't get away from me. Get away from me. Yeah, no, them cheeks are mine, boy. Them cheeks are mine. No, get away. Get away. Get back here, boy. Okay, I'm having too much fun with this. Okay, everything seems to be in order. Step 4 is clear. Boing! Well done. Nice job, peeps. Congratulations. In this step, we made a tagger, turned into a game of tag, into an honest-to-goodness two-player game. Now we just need to have online multiplayer with it. Step by step, our game is coming into focus. Pretty exciting, eh? But it seems a little one-sided at the moment. Don't you think the tagger has kind of an advantage? So in the next step, we'll be adding a feature to even the odds a bit. See you at the next step. Unleashing the balls. Yeah, go ahead. Well, it's been an hour already, okay. Hey, hello, good to see you. We're about to begin the second half of Lesson 1. Let's quickly summarize what we've done so far. Made a runner so we can move with the right stick and the right bumper. Yeah. Hey, buddy, can you give me a hug? No. Nope, he can't give you a hug because all you get was death. That's already enough for the game to tag. Seems the tagger is a little too strong, doesn't it? Right now, there's no way for the tagger to lose. That's really not fair. How about if we make it things more interesting by adding some rolling balls to the level? And what if the balls can destroy both the runner and tagger? Our game of tag is about to reach a whole new level of excitement. And a whole new set of thrills. Let's head to the program scene. Screen to get started. So first, the rolling balls. We need a new type of node-on, a launch object node-on. Select objects. Launch and destroy attack. Select launch. Then select 10. Pah! Who's calling me? Launch object node-on. You need me to throw things? Is that what you want? You want me to help build your game? Is that it? Gah! Wait, you're in the game program, aren't you? Why didn't you say so? Of course I'll help. I love making stuff. Just tell me what you want. Introducing new launch object node-on. He's full of hot air and objects. And then we're just going to move you over here. Let's get serious and drag our launch node-on to the upper part of the level. Now let's confirm this over into the game screen. Look, a shower of spears, a blizzard of balls. Wait, are you calling angry video game nerd too? Also, the player can still die. The runner can still die, but the attacker can't. Balls might be too big. Yeah, that's what she said. Select launch on. Shrink it a little so. Okay, deck down. There you go, the balls are smaller. Also, if you notice, our player isn't dying. Yeah, look at him just taking all those balls to the face. It's like a champ. Not even affected by it. Let's put an extra pump note to run. First select this object node on. Copy. Okay, we'll put it here. And then slant it over. And there we go. We'll need one over to the left side too, so let's handle that now. And copy, yep. Yeah. And then rotate you. Good job. Let's check the game screen. Now we have our tag and runner have a shelter over the turret. I think the turret's a bit too powerful. We can adjust the power. Select the launch node. Set the launch speed to 4. There we go. And there we go. Now it's too slow. I mean, the balls aren't even frickin' getting the chance to touch the lower surface area. No. That's much better. We tamed the turret now. Let's see how Let's see how each ball all breaks when it hits to the next one. Looks like we'll need to make the interval between each ball launch a bit longer, right? Time for some more programming. To 7 seconds. Now the interval between each ball will be an extended 7 seconds. Was the setting screens, obviously. Let's see what changed. Oh, there we go. Yeah, they take a long. But they still don't hurt the runner. With that, we got the balls fixing. The balls rolling the way we want them to. I bet you're faking we need some rolling balls over the other side now, am I right? Let's take care of that program screen. Select the launch object node on. And copy. I need it again. I got you, blammo. Now the launch direction. Okay. Then select the X minus. Okay, nice. And now we wait for it. And wait for it. 2 balls at the same time. So our rolling balls are complete. And we'll have them breaking on impact, just like they should. But there's still something we need to fix. As you can see, the tagger isn't damaged when the ball hits. Yeah, I was pointing that out the whole time, buddy. Let's fix it so that the tagger breaks when the ball hits. Programming time! Open the settings menu. Set destructible. And now switch to the game screen. Yep. Ouch! The balls broke my back. Or you could say, the balls broke my balls. Oh no! Ow! Imagine the tagger pursuing the runner through the hall of tumbling balls. The drama, the peril. We gotta make things. We got the makings of a truly thrilling contest. When you're done, check it out, and we'll see. Step 5 is clear. Great job, blammo. In this step, we learn to use the launch node on to liven up the game attack and try to add better balance to it. We'll make it so that the game can be played again and again. See you in the next step. Alright, now we're on to where we left off. You made it! Great! We're getting pretty close to completing the construction of our game attack. Let's refresh our memories about progress so far. Now let's see. In the last step, we really upped the danger by adding some destructive rolling balls. And a way for a player to die. Both players to die. We've done it already, in fact, our game. This time we're gonna make it easier to play. You could say we're adding a quality of life upgrade. Now if the tagger or runner breaks, the player needs to press the retry button themselves to play again. But if you can technically already refresh the level, there's kind of no point in doing that. That's okay. It seems like a lot of hard work when you're supposed to be having fun, don't you think? To make life easier, how about we add the automatic retry to the game? If the tagger or the rudder breaks, a retry will be triggered. Okay, to the program screen. First, we need to call a node on that watches out for things breaking. Namely, the object breaking node on. Select input. State change. Object break. Hi, honey. Something I can help you with? Object breaker and object break node on. What's that you say, hon? There's something you like to ask me? Don't be shy. Hehehehe. That's right. If the tagger or the runner breaks, we'd like you to let us know about it. I'll take care of it, sugar. Don't you worry about a thing. If that's what you're looking for, why don't you open up the settings screens and take a look at my check what something. Let's try that. Box cylinder speed. Okay, nice. Disable box cylinder and spear. And enable person. Now close the screen. Okay, close the settings screen. That's the way to do it, honey. I'm all set now. I'll keep a lookout for a person breaking. If that happens, I'll be sure to let you know about it. Don't worry about it, hon. I got you covered. You just focus on what you do best. Programming. That makes the automatic retry happen. Namely, the retry node on. Go to output. Retry. Hey. Wow, why do you look like an old man? Nice mustache, though. Kinda suits you. Oh, dearie me. Retry node on. Oh, if only I had my time to do over again. Oh, hey old timer, what's up? Oh yeah, I guess we can give him the old man treatment. It was only yesterday. My backside was itchy and I thought I was on my own, so I gave it a good scratch. But when I turned around, all the other no-no were looking at me. Oh, I wish I had a do-over for that. Oof, awkward. Yeah, let's put our friend over to the right. Right. Then link the object break no-go. Okay, now the gamer will start every time a character is destroyed. Now let's check. Try to destroy either the runner or the tagger. Come here. Come here, boy. No. Come here. Come here. No. No, god damn it. As you can see, the game automatically resets. No, no, no. Got you. Do you think the interval between the character breaking the retry is a little short, maybe? How about we slow it down a bit? Let's extend the interval. Push the cross and delete the connection. Here's what we'll call it the timer node on. Select middle. Then timer. Tish. Timer node on. You need my help? Hope you aren't wasting my time. We wouldn't dream of it. My guy, your whole job is to watch over time, so I wouldn't be talking about time being wasted. Plus, I do kind of think that's a little rude. Like, how dare you waste my time? When you practically control it. Oh, really? Why didn't you say so? I'll help, but it causes me no storage or headaches when people don't make appointments. Naturally, I want to help out. But what if I have been double booked? I can hardly tick when I'm supposed to be talking, can I? It always pays to have one schedule in order. Sorry. Well, as long as we're all in the same time zone. Let's move on. And then there we go. Now we'll have a longer interval between a character breaking and the retry. Neat. Let's take a look at the game screen. There you go. There's a longer interval between the breakage and the retry now, see? Now players will have a little breathing room between matches. Not by much, though. If you're done checking that out, let's head back to the program screen. Okay, so... Step 6 is complete. Timely execution. Good job, honey. No need to redo this. No need to redo this. The next step will be the final one, and our game attack will be complete at last. In the final step, I'll show you how to add some Terence magic to your game. Yep, yeah, you want to add some idle magic there too? Yep, some nice little idle magic. Also, welcome to the stream, Hill. How you doing? See you in the last step then. Don't be a stranger. Yeah, we're playing Game Builder Garage right now, and we're just wrapping up our multiplayer game that we're making here. Restarting the game when objects break. Finishing touches. Hey, Terence, can you feel the excitement in the air? This step will be the last one, and then our game attack will be complete. Ow! But let's recap on everything we've done so far. While I'm pretty much playing here. We fixed it so that the runner is controlled with the right stick and left stick. The attacker is controlled with the left stick and the right stick. Yep. And we made it so that it's game over when a ball hits either player. It's fair to say we got pretty much everything we need to an awesome game of tag already. However, the final touch is still lacking. And that's the sparkling color from your very own hand, Terence. To the program screen. So next, we'll harness your inspiration and creativity to change the color of the level. Are you ready for that, Terence? Damn right I am. start off, select this object node on. In Ultimate Settings, we can change from brown to whatever colors. Here's where you can change the color of an object. We already went for this before. At the moment, the object is brown. But how about we try making it black instead? Go to the settings screen. Check out the game screen. Ta-da! We change the color of the middle platform to black. Now what I'd like you to do is change the colors to whatever you like. Express yourself. Let the hues flow out of you. So back to the program screen. You know what? Let's make everything based on our current colors. You're going to change the color of every single object to whatever you want. So start thinking about how you'd like to paint the town in shades, Terence. To make things easier, I'll make it so you can move the program screen view around. And you can use this button to undo your last action. When your creative endeavors are complete, let me know. Just press done when you have everything the way you want it. Ready, steady, start programming! Okay, so our shirt's black. So that means we have to make the rest of those platforms white. Well, a little bit of white. They don't have any gray here, though. My outfit's pretty detailed, so we're gonna try to theme it after our outfit. Also, get used to seeing me check this quite a bit. Oh, actually, that's not gonna work. Especially when the background is constantly white, too. So how about we go for a lighter color, then? Yeah, too bad they don't have a gray here. That's kind of unfortunate. That's okay, we'll just make it yellow. Oh, I think I selected the wrong one. Alright, we'll make you yellow. Here we go. Nice, nice. Yeah, because it wouldn't look too good if everything blended in with each other now, would it? Now, we're gonna take you. Oh yeah, out of curiosity, Chad, how many of you play platformers? Wait, why isn't it selecting anything? Okay. There we go, settings. And then we'll make you black too. Oh wait, it's still white? Huh. Well, that's okay now. Okay. Now change the color to yellow. Okay. Okay, good. Select it. Now let's change you from black. There we go. And yeah, we are gonna go with black. Actually, I think we can make this top one white since it's not too blending in. There we go. Okay, you don't blend too well into the black brown, so you're pretty good. Alright, now we're gonna make the rest of these yellow. And black. Just like that Wiz Khalifa song. Not that anyone has probably listened to that Wiz Khalifa song, but let's just assume they did. There we go. Joystick's a little slow, but it's not unusable though. Although, yeah. Okay. And then I think... Can I change the color of you? Oh, yes, I can. Okay. Actually, let's make the whole stage black. Actually, that gives me a big brain power. There we go. We're not done yet. We're not done yet. There we go. And change you to black too. Checking, yep. And I think we'll make all the platforms yellow. Okay, free mode change. Although I think the one thing I do kind of like about this game so far is that it actually makes creating and customizing a little bit more fun than what you would expect. But I think I also like the simplicity of it too. Oh wait, they have orange too. Alright. And then we'll go with yellow again. And we can also change the colors of our ramps slash slopes to black too. There we go. And there we go. And I think everything looks pretty good, if I may say so myself. I wonder if we can change the colors of the balls that fall too. Ah ha ha. Coming for them cheeks, blue. Ah ha ha. Balls, save me! Nothing can save you from me clapping those cheeks. No, no! Get, ah, 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 ah. Cool. Oh. There we go. I think we're done. Yep. Huh? Done already? Let's take a look at your first completed game. Yep. Pretty snazzy, don't you think? What a style, what flair, color me impressed. Okay. With that, I declare development of this game is complete. And what a magnificent game it is. Yeah, very simple, but it's very straight to the point. I feel like a spoil sport interrupting this momentous occasion, but could you head to the program screen for a moment? Making a game, huh? That's the sort of thing if I could do if I could advise. For our first game, it's great, and I'm right on schedule, too. Wow, just look at you. Boing! That's what I call teamwork, peeps. Good job, I said good job! Terence, darling, what could I say? It's dazzling. Enjoy starts with a bang. Okay, nice little fanfare. You've come a long way already, Terence. Yeah, pretty great, pretty great. We got the makings of a genius programmer in you. There's no doubt about it. Now all that remains is to have our game of tag placed in the game list. Back to the menu. Lesson 1, game completed. Programmer Terence. Congratulations on Go with Tag Showdown. When a game is finally finished, it says it's Go. It really gives you a feeling of accomplishment and completion. Go for the first time is a momentous occasion. Let's keep it up for posturing by adding your game to the My Games list. And so this is the game you made, Terence. Now you'll be able to go back and play it anytime you want. Oh, I guess you're probably a little curious about this place. Well, this is free programming mode. Free programming mode's My Game list. Put simply, this is where we put all the games you built from scratch, Terence. Just as the name free programming suggests, when you press this button, you start programming from the ground up, and you'll start with an entirely empty environment. Of course, you've just gotten started with your programming journey, Terence. So don't worry if things like this don't turn out exactly the way you imagine. It's a day to remember. Your very first game is available to play. Why not wrap up the fun by letting friends play the game you made? When you're had a fill with playing that, let's get back on track with Lesson 2 on interactive lessons. See you in the next lesson. Sure, Tag Showdown. Yeah, we're playing our game here, folks. Yeah, come here. Ow. Come here, Red. Come here, Blue. I'm about to clap them boo cheeks. No. Although I think what would make this a little bit better if we had like a little score that appeared up that shows which character is winning and which one's losing. But since it is a prototype, we don't need to be too critical on ourselves. Draw. Okay, let's end here. Oh, that means we have free programming. And I think in order to do that, we need to actually start up a new thing. Test your skills in a checkpoint. Don't worry. You can do it. And then eventually we'll be able to do these other games too. Because I don't think they'll give you everything from the game from the start, though. Hello. Looks like you completed your first lesson. Great work. Hold on, you didn't forget about my checkpoints, did you? Checkpoints are where we'll test if you really understood how to use the node-on properly. You'll have to solve a node-on-based puzzle to proceed. There will be 5 puzzles for you to solve. Let's start with this puzzle, okay? Okay, fine. Move the person with the control stick. Maybe you forgot what you're supposed to do. No, I didn't forget. You had the fake programmed on the wrong spot. Yeah. Yeah, like, I was just gonna forget that. Come on now. Farming with the game screen over. Braving. Here. Here, let's put you completely sent. Oh. Or I can just make you bigger. Have you centered into the frame? No, actually, I think we need to get everything here framed. Told you. Properties of objects. It falls. That means we gotta program you to not fall. Movable. Take off. Ouch. Okay, that was pretty funny, not gonna lie. And turn off the destructible properties of you. Invisible objects. Whoops. Also, why the hell am I not jumping? Okay, looks like I can't adjust you. What about you? Can I adjust you? If I try to take that thing, I'll die. I have no idea what you want. Okay. Oh, I can't add node-ons either, so... And hello, Jose. Welcome to the stream. Okay. Well, I can't really freestyle it, though. Okay, nope. Can I do something with you? No, I can't. What if I move you out the way? Okay. This will be a little tough to figure out. The thing is, I can't jump over it either, so... Or I have to do that. Okay. Interesting. It says invisible objects, but... But I can clearly see what's in front of me. No little Peter. Snake. Shake. Okay. Snap rotation. Motion camera. Middle. Okay. And a no timer. Output some in game. Oh, he actually tells you most of them. Okay, very neat, very neat. Invisible objects. Looks like you're having trouble. Do you want me to exit console for a moment to review my guide? No. By yourself if I need help. That's the spirit of Vtuber. No, you can always check out his guide for possible things. If there's something here for you, it's your mind. Checks the apple, okay. That's the world. But I can't adjust anything here. I can't adjust anything here either. I can't move the thing either. Okay, this is gonna be a bit tricky. Because I also can't add any node-ons to it either. And this box destroys me by collision, but I can't do anything about it. Okay. Nope. So the obvious thing to do would be to make the box disappear. Or maybe I can adjust the controls. Oh, it won't let me actually. Because it would be nice if I can actually move the block, but it won't let me. And you can't even respawn either, so there's that. Oh. Movable. Okay. Invisible. And solid. Oh, okay. Well, there's the answer to our puzzle right there, folks. Visible solid mover. Okay. Oh yeah, looks like we can also adjust the other thing here. Okay. Destructible. Okay. Or not, okay. Play sound? Nope, okay. There we go. And we did it, chat. The rowdy launch object node. Too fast. There we go. Yeah, your checkpoints have been cleared by yours truly. Looks like your knowledge of our Nodon, friends. It's really coming along. If you're going to be programming games in Game Builder Garage, it's really important to have a good understanding of the Nodon and how they work. All those Nodons, those funny little things living inside the Nintendo Switch console, you could say that Game Builder Garage is a tool used to wield the Nodons to write programs. So please use Alice's guide and the puzzles to learn how to wield them properly. Okay, see you later. Nice. Rock and roll full tilt. Oh yeah, I do remember. I do have to be at like a Magic the Gathering tournament, so we'll probably go for about another hour and then we'll probably end. But I definitely want to show all these off too. On a roll for our second game, using the overhead view. Hey Terence, you made it to lesson 2. In the previous lesson, we made ourselves a no-holds-barred showdown, and you were great. If you care to join me, I got plenty more to show you in lesson 2. Now on to the topic of our next game. This one's going to be about tilting your controller. And the name of the game is On a Roll. You're best off playing the game in handheld mode, I'd say. Try watching the next video above if you're looking above. Wait, I had to actually do this in handheld mode? Basically, you have to tilt your controller like you tilt the box inside the thing. As you probably guessed, this means for our lesson we'll be doing our work in overhead view. Alright, on to the program screen. One thing before we switch to overhead view. First, we need to place one of the game's most important items. It's the humble apple. For that, you want to call it the fancy object node. Objects. Fancy objects. Round fancy objects. Apple. Ah, what do we have here? Fancy object node on. It's so ripe and juicy looking. The apple of my eye. There we go. Now you know how to place apples. Let's head over to the game screen. If I had a mouth, I'd be tempted to take a bite. Okay, time for the main event. Let's view the apple from above using overhead view. Fortunately, it's very easy to switch views. Just select the option here. Oh, so now we're placing to the green to Z and X axes then. Gosh, is it just me or something happened on the game screen? Just like that, we're in overhead view. I'd say we check the game screen. Come on, this one. Holy crap. Okay, that worked. Our apple was all you know, sideways before. But now it's abovey wovey, right? You know what I'm saying? This is the view we'll be using to create a level from the ball to roll around. With that note, it's time to start making the level itself. First, we need to decide how big the game screen will be. Open objects. Select the game screen and camera. Now call it the game screen from the game screen node on for the game screen. Why, hello there, darling. Don't you worry about the game screen. I got it all under control. Okay, let's resize the fabulous game screen node on front to fit the blue frame. There we go. Absolutely gorgeous. I can tell I'm going to fit right in there. Damn right you are. Okay, that's done. Next, we'll be using some object nodes to make ourselves outer walls. Open objects. Select simple objects. And select box. Howdy, I'm a wall. Yeah, nice to meet you, wall. I'm Terence. Or should I say, hello, wall, I'm Terence. Let's fit into the blue screen right here. Oh, and we should also stretch you out too. There we go. Okay. Oh, glad you liked the joke. Now we just need to tweak our wall settings a bit. Open the object node on settings. Let's only enable the visible and solid. Let's also change color. Bright red should do nicely. There we go. Now let's build the other free walls. Now we got some copy and pasting and dragging and dropping. I might be the bottom wall, but I'm at the top of my game. Wait, so does that mean you like being a bottom then? Yeah. Yep, that's right, folks. Let's tip one out for our bottom wall here, who enjoys being a bottom. Okay. Copy again, please. And we'll go ahead and stretch you up. Okay. And there you go. Oh yeah, we guess gotta increase your size a little bit, huh? Doesn't it? There you go. On the left wall. Oh, well, sure, but I'll treat you right. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the girls would say that too. There you go. Yep, I reckon we got the whole screen walled up. Beautiful. Now let's go see how it all looks. Looks like we got ourselves a level to work with. You could say we're on a roll, right? Yeah, you're really rolling in with the jokes on that one, huh? Well, glad you have a very well-rounded sense of humor. Alright, anyway, I gotta go to an idol meeting, folks. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Alright, back to the programmings. And there you have it. Step 1 is done. Terrific. Oh, darling, you were magnificent. Well, fancy that. Give yourself a pat on the back. Here you go. That's me patting myself on the back. That's your back patting ASMR right there. In this step, you've learned how to enter overhead mode view. And we create the play area for our game. The next step, we'll work around getting the ball to roll around. Catch you later. Okay, looks like we have 2 new node-ons. Then there's the Alice guides right here. Which, we'll do these off-stream. Which, honestly, if I ever stop playing the game after like a long time, then maybe I'll probably use those, but I don't see myself using those. Starting spears. Welcome to step 2 on Honor Roll. Last time we learned how to enter overhead view. We also put some walls to make our levels. Now I think step 2 should be pretty interesting. We're going to get the ball to roll around as you tilt your controller. It's going to be rolling like here, there, and everywhere. Yeah, I bet it is. Okay. Time to get our ball bearings straight in this topsy-turvy world. Let's roll. Wow, are you really... Wow, you're really going hard with the frickin' ball puts, huh, Bob? Time to call up the moving object node on. Open objects. I was way ahead of you, too. Moving objects. Spear. Ho-ha! Moving objects node on here. Ready for action. Shake off those limbs, folks, because it's time to get moving. Or even better, you do the mental workout and I'll take care of the heavy lifting. Can't wait to work with you, friend. First, let's make the moving, no, it seems a bit smaller. No problem. That's right, just like that. Next, open settings. Disable destructible. I reckon we change color. How about blue? Set the Y position to 030. Perfect. Roll on up to feast your eyes on here. Okay, try toasting your controller move around. You had one job, ball. You know why it won't be? It's because it never taught how to roll. Let's fix that now. We'll need the ball to roll over when you tilt your controller, right? That's what we call a tilt node on. Open input. Select motion. Select tilt. And select auto. Pleasure to be here. Hello there, tilt nodes on. Are you ready to get tilted? Or start tilting this ball? Tilting the controller, are we? Take care, dude. You need a steady hand and a calm mind for this type of work. And we'll place you in this box. Node on settings. Can you set the thing to range 5? Oh, like here. Or, oh, okay. Game? Oh. 015, okay. Oh yeah, actually we can do that here. 0. No. 5. 1 5. There we go. There you go. Then we're gonna connect you. Okay, the very top one. At this point, we should be able to roll the ball sideways by tilting controller left and right. I should put out that X here refers to left and right movement. Okay, time to head over. And we're rolling. Luckily, the Switch Pro controller has gyro controls. Isn't that great? but it's only can go in one direction. Okay. Well, select tilt node on. No copy. There you go. Just what to say, tilting doesn't come easy, especially when you're always getting tilted. When you start to weigh up the movement, weigh up the important things in life, it's hard to get the right balance, you know? Sometimes you start learning hard in one direction and your whole world just tilts. So what? Is it easy to tilt or hard to tilt? Seems like the opinion is what tilting back and forth here. Okay. Then we gotta set the output for forward and backward tilt movement. We can tilt forward and backward while rotating around the x-axis. That means our x-axis rotation needs to be x. Good stuff. Let's close these settings. And then we can move you over. Z deals with forward back movement. Okay. And now we're rolling around in multiple directions while bullying this apple. Yeah, take that, apple. Yeah, there you go. Take that. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay. We made the apple roll. We made the ball go straight. Okay. Yep. Boom. Hey, folks, this is how you juggle fruit. Well, not really juggling fruit, we're just bullying it. There you go. Come on. Get up. Yeah! Take that, apple. In a battle between apples and oranges, it looks like our giant blue ball is winning. Even though it's not even really orange, though. I mean, we could probably make it orange in the program screen later. So, are we done then? The answer is yes. That's it for step 2. Sweet, you got this. Did you enjoy working on the tilt mechanic? Yeah, it's pretty interesting. I think I kind of learned that Z means moving left to right and X means up to down, or it's probably reverse order. I hope this demonstrates you don't always have to rely on buttons for every game. But buttons are more fun and pretty much have more guaranteed input success. Finding out these new styles of plays like this is part of the fun of Game Builder Garage. In the next step, we're going to make the level that the ball rolls around on a whole lot more interesting. So, see you in the next step. It looks like we need buttons and apples. It's time for step 3 on a roll. In the last step, we worked on getting the ball to roll, right? Yes, we did. Try rolling so that it bumps into the apple. Yeah, you showed that apple what's up. Take that, apple. Yeah, that's right. This is pretty much how to bully an apple right now. Yeah. Until we bully ourselves. Yeah, boom. Yeah, there we go. This is how you bully apples, folks. That's right. These things aren't good for you. Although technically I would choose to eat fruits over vegetables, though. That's just me. I guess what I'm saying is, let's make the space more fun to play around. If that sounds good to you, let's head over to the program screen. Okay. Let me hit this apple one more time, though. There we go. First, let's get some walls start building the course with. Select the object node on. Now copy it. Adjust the size, and then we move you. There we go. Yep, I'm a wall, but I'm also the building block for other walls. For which other walls shall rise. Yeah, whatever you say, Wall Daddy. Copy it again, please. And drop to the blue frame. Under or over, I'm up for whatever. Okay. Oh, looks like we're gonna have to... Oh yeah, we're creating little obstacles for our wall here. Our ball. Centered and solid there. I'm the king of walls. Yeah, good for you, pal. I'm pretty sure you have a very steady status right there. Or sturdy, technically. Done with that, thank goodness. Let's enter this game screen quick. Yep, we did. We covered up our app in the process, but never mind that for now. If you can roll to the area to the bottom right area. Hey, you're a natural at this. It's a lot more fun to steer the bar now that the level's more complex, right? Okay, time for us to save that apple from the wall's stony embrace. Yeah, because the last thing we want to see is anything getting stoned right now. Yeah, I know. Oh, we gotta make it a little bigger, I see. Okay. Perfect. Whoa, did you realize how stuffy it was inside there? Okay, let's see how it looks. And now our apple is no longer a wall, and is no longer a wall. Get it? Cause... yeah, let's all get a wall today. Okay, try bumping into the apple with the ball again. It just rolls into the ball and hits it, huh? Yeah, of course, we didn't program it to do anything. Instead, why don't we make it so that we collect the apple by bumping into it? To the program screen. Under properties, we'll want visible, solid, and destructible. There we go. Enabling destructible means as soon as the ball touches the apple will be destroyed. Okay, to the close settings. There you go. Boom. And now we destroyed that apple's existence. Applesauce. So you collected the apple. Take that apple. When you destroy an apple this way, it can actually look like you pick it up. Great, I think we should place some more apples around the level to liven up the place a bit. What do you say? And we can pretty much just copy and paste everything. And luckily, if we copy it, then everything we set to it's automatically saved too. Come on, buddy, I can see your thing coming from a mile away. There we go. There, that makes all. It's 5 apples in all. Time to check game screen. There we go. Yeah, I did that all in the wrong order. You looks like you were ahead of me. Nice going. With more apples in the plate, our game looks way more exciting now, don't you think? Time to head back. That should be it for now. The curtain closes on step 3. How do you like them apples? Radiant work as always. Loving the level design. This time we added more walls and apples to give us a proper level. Every step brings us closer to a fun game we're working toward. Nothing really happens yet when you pick up the apples, but that will change. Next time we'll be focused on counting how many apples have been collected. See you in the next step. Oh yeah, let's see if anyone's tagging me in Discord, by the way. Okay. There we go. Okay, looks like I haven't been tagged on anything yet. Okay, that's good. Okay. Your attention, please. Step 4 on the roll. I'm about to begin. Okay. Last time we filled our level with walls and apples to make it feel more alive. This time we start working on a rule that should really capture the feeling of a maze game. Collect 5 apples to win the game. So for this step, we need to make a way to count how many apples have been collected. Let's head over to the program screen. Counting apples. Seems like counter node on would be the right node on for us. Select middle. Select flag/counter. Now select counter. I have counted all the node on in this lesson, and I am the 17th to be summoned. With no lesson, but no less important. Counter node on. You are asking me to count the number of apples that have been collected? Yes, okay, I will count for you. You can count on me. Yeah, I'm glad you're very numbered about this step. You're feeling numbered, I mean. To get the counter node on to count something, we'll have to input a signal into it. And we're looking at the count of number of apples collected. We need a no-bond that outputs a signal for us whenever we pick up an apple. I'd say pick up, but really the apples get destroyed, right? So our rule should be if destroyed outputs, then we can call up an object break node on for that. Open input. But please. Here you do. Now select state change. And find object break. Hey there, sweetie. A little bird tells me you're making a game about breaking lots of apples. Technically it's about collecting apples. Same difference. Anyway, I got it covered. I'll watch for the exact moment they break. Sounds reassuring. Let's go to the object break node on sentence. Let's on check 1 and look for apple. There we go. And then we'll put you next to me. And then we link. Oh, I'll be watching, sweetness. As soon as an apple is destroyed, I'll tell you right there and then. And I will count how many times it happens. And that about does it. Our apples collected counter should be now fully functional. Let's see what's happening on the game screen. Call up number object node. Open objects. Special objects. Number object. Delighted to be working with you, my friend. Number object node on. Notwithstanding technical difficulties, I will display the number of objects on the game screen have input. Simply tell me the numbers that you want me to display, and I will show it to you to the best of my ability. Okay, we have to make you a little bit thinner. There we go. I got some light lost on you. Time to open the settings. Under property, we should enable visible. And change the color. I like red. To change the text color, it should be white. I think 1 digit should be enough for us. So please set the whole digits to. Also, so set the Y position to say 060. Great, now close the settings. Now we can link the counter node on. Next, we link the counter node on to the... If all goes well, the number of apples we collected should now show on the game screen. Fingers crossed. And presto, our apple holder has been displayed. Absolutely zilch. It's because you have red in the red background. Well, we messed up somewhere. We didn't take it to the game screen. It's an overhead view. We need to make sure that the numbers display are pointing upward. Let's fix that. Select number node on the settings. Now open text display. And hello, Enochi. Welcome to the stream. Now open text display size. We want our numbers to point upwards. And yep, you'll see me in an hour. We want our hour to point upwards, right? Yes, we do. Yeah, I'm way ahead of you, buddy. Keep in mind that Y corresponds to moving up and down. And X corresponds to moving left and right. And Z, I'm not sure what Z equals to. That's okay. We're playing some Game Builder Garage and we're pretty much learning how to make a game. Well, technically we already made one in the game, but this is the second game we're working on. Okay. And now our numbers is visible. There we go. And we're making a very rolling kind of game. Oh. Okay. Oh, let's not roll too fast, though. Yep. There we go. Yep. And we're squishing apples. Making some apple juice. And we're done for. Step 4 is a wrap. So give yourself a pat on the back. Well, I can't really touch my back, though, but this is the closest thing you're gonna get. Yeah, there you go. Now I can touch my back. There's your back patting ASMR right there, folks. Not gonna lie, that was pretty good. It is a glorious day for counting. Perfectly pleasurable performance. This time we worked away to count the apples we collected. Next up, we'll be using this number to work out where we picked up on all the apples to win the game. The programming we did here is going to help us a bunch in the next step. And what we do in the next step will help us even further along the way. That's one of the coolest things about programming, the fact that everything you do builds towards something even better. And yep, and there's also the fact that just when you think something's done, it's still not done when you think it is. Can't wait to see you for the next step. Okay, reaching the halfway point. Counting breaking objects. Oh, this time we have a few more new nodons here. Okay. Hopefully we'll be able to clear all this before 8 o'clock comes. How are you on this fine step? Are you ready to roll? About as ready to roll as I am ready to smash some apples. Which means I'm pretty goddamn excited. Last time we implemented the way to count the number of apples we collected. In this step other planes in store for that number. Until figuring out how many apples we still have left to collect. Like figuring out how many apples we have left. And that's not all. We're gonna have to do more mathematical magic. Jeez. Learn to read, boy. To create a win condition for our game. But enough of my blabbering. Let's hop to it. Right in. At the moment, the game screen tells us how many apples we collected in total. But what we really wanted to show is how many apples we still need to collect. Time to fix that. So our goal is clear. When there are no apples left to collect, we win. Let's see, we had to collect 5 apples in total. So that we can work out how many apples are left by subtracting the number we collected from 5. For calculations like this, we got our trusty calculator node on. Let's call one up now. Up to middle. So, let's calculate. And now call up the calculator node on for subtractions. I excel in performing quick, precise, and logical calculations. Calculation node on. I need only flourish my arithmetic wand and let the scream happen. Science happen. Subtracting the number. number of the number in the input 2 port from the input 1 port, for instance, is child's play. The result of calculation will emerge at my output port. Yep, can't argue with that. Let's move you here. And then link you together. Oh, it's 2. What, I mean, why does it matter? I mean, it's literally doing the same thing regardless. The value is the number of apples you have obtained. Now I will need a number at my input 1 port. You would be so kind. We need to connect the total number of apples to the import 1, so we need a node on that'll output the number of 5 apples. For fixed numbers such as this, we have to have the constant node on. First open input. Now for constant. There is but one immutable, unchanged truth in this world. Constant node on. I node on of you. Unyielding spirit, your constant companion, shall be your rock to lean on. Glad to hear it. Let's move you to the bloom frame. Now for the settings. Set the output value to 5. There we go. Enclosed 6. Okay. So 5 then. This number shall go on in the living memory. 05, 05, 05.00. Connect you to the guy. 5, a very good number. I will subtract the number of apples collected from 5 in the output result and my superior algorithms. Yeah, I hope you could do something about the YouTube algorithm too. Now to collect the node-ons. Collect the node-on that we want to be input to the number or object node-on. Select the connection between the counter node-on and the number or object node-on. We won't be needing this anymore. Instead, we're going to connect you to that. We sandwich the calculator node-on in between the other node-ons, so in between the other node-on like so to process calculations for us. With that done, we should be able to see the numbers of apples left now. Game screen time. At the beginning it says 5. So that looks right. Try pick up the apples. All the apples now. Okay. Okay. This time we're gonna move real slowly. Real slowly, chat. It's counting down from 5 to 0. Looks like we have a working counter for the remaining apples. Now we can get to the part where you win if you get all the apples. To the program screen. Now then, what our if you get all the apples condition really means is that means if you get 5 apples. To find out whenever the player's got 5 apples or not, we need a node on that'll help us compare things. Select middle, comparison, and the equals. Why do people insist that things are beyond compare? I compare for pretty much everything. Yeah, I bet you do. Comparison node on. Also, I like how its frickin' eyes are literal scales, too. That's a pretty cute design. Right now, I got my eye on whatever where the number of apples collected equals 5. Just input the value you want me to compare it with my input 2 point. We can do that. Gotta put you on here. And now we gotta keep 5, huh? Got it. Then we gotta connect you to you. Oh wow, that's gonna be really confusing. Number of apples collected? I'm all about that. Okay, I'll compare the numbers 5 with the number of apples collected. When they match, I'll output a signal. Cool, so we'll know when the players collected all 5 apples. With all that in place, we can celebrate when 5 apples are collected. I'm thinking party poppers. Yeah, party poppers sound pretty fun. Usually pretty fun. So, you know. Party poppers are in effect, so it looks like it's finally time to call in the life of the party. Effect node on. Select objects. Special objects. Then effects. Then the party popper node on. Hello, stranger. Great to see you. Effects node on. I'm an effect node on. I'm here to entertain your socks off. Oh yeah, I bet you are. You want me to set off some party poppers when you finish the game, right? This party's gonna be poppin'. Yeah, no. Good joke right there, pal. Hey, sorry, I tend to pop off with terrible puns whenever I'm in a party mood. I mean, no problem. I mean, we make puns a lot of time on my stream too. I mean, that's practically what we've been doing for like since we've been streaming Earth Defense Force 5. Yeah, I doubt anybody remembers me playing that game too. But yeah, I did play Earth Defense Force 5 at some point. We never finished all 100 of those missions, but we got pretty far at least. But I also kind of wanted to have someone to play with, but no one really has the PS4 version of the game though. Which honestly, trying to do that game alone, it's fun, but the charms of having someone to play with makes it even better. Yeah, we asked for party poppers, not party stoppers. Just now move to the corner there. Okay, master. Then we link you. And now the party pop effect should go once you picked up 5 apples. Do I even need to tell you where we're heading? Try getting the apples. Alright, yep. Nice way to test things out. There you go. Nice, nice, nice. There we go. Party poppers! There we go. Still, I feel something's missing. Poppers alone aren't quite cutting it. This is a big moment. If we won the game here, it wouldn't be right without some kind of sound effect, too. More programming. Let's make some noise. Let's call it the sound. No, don't. For that, you need an output. Oh, you even have to play BGM here, too. Okay. And play sound effects. And our Nodon practically sings. Don't think you're getting out this party without me, no siree. Yep, okay. There we go. Here on the settings screen, we can choose what sound on our play sound node I will play. This time I'd like to you to select voice. And a yeah. Now that's the kind of sound we want to liven the mood. And there we go. Now the settings. Connect the comparison node onto the place and there we go. Now let's head to the game screen. Also, I find it kind of funny how the physics of our ball would be a little funny. There we go. Yeah, awesome. We nailed it. The sound effect really adds some oomph, doesn't it? Gives you a satisfying feeling of victory. Okay, I think we got this win condition in the bag. It's home time. That brings the end to this session. Hope you enjoyed Step 5. I remained impressed. I could compare you to a summer's day. Congratulations. Shins are in order, ascending. You've got some real talent. We did a lot this time around. Huh? Eh? We got our game to calculate numbers of apples left to collect. And we also compared the numbers of collecting apples to work out if the game is won. Next time we'll be introducing some things that'll make the game easier to play. Catch you later. Oh, okay, looks like we have these here. Alright, it's like 7:55 now. Alright then, folks, I'm gonna have to cut the thing here short a little bit, but we'll try to finish this next week. So I want to thank you guys for watching and being here, and if you enjoyed today's stream, be sure to subscribe to the channel for more streams and such. Also, check out all my socials and all that good stuff, and share the VOD with all your friends and whatnot. Also, make sure you hit that little bell notification to receive all notifications so you won't miss a stream or post I make. And with all that said, folks, I will see you guys next stream, which will be tomorrow, and I'll also pretty much be on other people's streams too in the Magic the Gathering tournament, so you can catch me there. Oh yeah, in fact, since she's here, we'll go ahead and probably pin that too. Okay. Or maybe we can redirect to it, actually. Yeah, that would be better. Alright, good to be on this.